Hey everyone, Jagged Edge 1998 here, and today I will be starting my very first LP on the original Sonic the Hedgehog 1 for the Sega Genesis. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So as you can see, we are in Green Hill Zone right now, and this is probably one of the most iconic stages of all time in the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. This is where Sonic was born, this is where he became the legend that he is today, and I'm sure this stage brings back a lot of memories for a lot of people. I've always liked Green Hill Zone myself. I always thought that it was, it's not way too easy, but, considering it's a first zone, it still gets you, introduced to the whole Sonic gameplay without being too hard. So, I think this first stage is a good balance of easy and hard. And actually, I think the whole Sonic the Hedgehog 1 game is a good balance of that. It really gets you introduced to all of Sonic's gameplay mechanics. So as you can see here, I've picked up an invincibility, and basically the invincibility, what it does is it makes you invincible. It makes it so you can, defeat enemies by touching them, and it's one of the few power-ups that is actually in Sonic the Hedgehog 1. And as Sonic fans will know, there really aren't that many power-ups in Sonic overall. But as you can see here, I am going straight into the first special stage. I'm going to be trying to collect all 6 Chaos Emeralds in this playthrough, although it may or may not turn out. I'll have to see, whether I'm able to, get to all the special stages and, get all the Chaos Emeralds in the special stages, because I've always found the Sonic 1 special stages to be, they're moderately difficult. They're not as hard as Sonic's 2 special stages, but I would say that they are, they're harder than the ones in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think of Sonic 1 special stages in the comments below. What do you think of them? Do you think they're too hard, too easy, or just about right? Yeah, I'm interested to get your feedback on that. But here we are in Green Hill Zone Act 2, and yeah, not too much to say about this stage, but as you can see, there's a little swing thing right here. And another thing about Green Hill Zone is that, as you could just see right there are a lot of hidden power-ups and, 10 ring things and, various things hidden in the palm trees, which is, quite nice. And as you can see here, in Green Hill Zone, you can also spin dash through walls, even though basically what you have to do is you have to run up to the wall and press down, because there is no spin dash in this game. It's basically the only Sonic game that I can think of to not have the spin dash. And, that makes it kind of awkward for a lot of people. I know I've, been sort of messed up by not having the spin dash before in this game. But, it was the very first Sonic the Hedgehog game, so, what else would you expect? But I just came down to a secret area right here, and if you get sent up by that spring, you can get on top of that loop-de-loop and get an extra life and a whole truckload of rings. But let's continue. So this next part right here is probably one of the most intense platforming sections in Green Hill Zone, because basically what happens is, even though you have invincibility, the spikes, if you miss the platform, you can fall on the spikes, and for some reason there's a glitch that sometimes makes you immediately die right there. I'm not sure how that works, but it's kind of weird, so you need to be careful to make sure to jump on the platforms in that section. And here we are, we've just finished Act 2, and we're going into the second special stage to try for the second Chaos Emerald. And in this game, in all preceding Sonic games, there are 7 Chaos Emeralds. In this game, there are only 6. And that is because, basically, I think Dr. Robotnik had the 7th Chaos Emerald in this game, but it makes it so you cannot go Supersonic in this game like you can in all the preceding Sonic games that follow after this. So, it's kind of interesting, I guess. But if you do get all the Chaos Emeralds in this game, you just basically unlock a secret ending at the end, which I will try to show you, but, if I don't get it, it'll, the other ending is pretty similar. But as you can see, we're basically having to rub against these blocks here to try and change them to red, and then basically make them disappear so we can come in and get the Chaos Emerald. And as you can see, we just collected our second Chaos Emerald. We've now got the blue and the yellow Chaos Emerald, so I'm really excited about that, and so far we're doing pretty well with regards to Chaos Emeralds. But here we are going into Green Hill Zone Act 3, and as you can see, there's a hidden invincibility out there, and I would actually advise getting that, because there aren't too many rings towards the very beginning of this act, and if you fall on the spikes, it's instant death for Sonic when he does not have any rings. So yeah, just get the invincibility and you'll be good. So another thing that's kind of cool about the Green Hill Zone is those S tunnels that I just was in. Basically, they reappear in Sonic the Hedgehog 2 in, let's see, I believe it is, oh, I can't recall. Yeah, I cannot recall, but I know they reappear in one stage in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. If you know that stage, please let me know in the comments below. But yeah, so here's some more platforming in this stage, and as you can see, we just got sort of screwed over by that buzz bomber right there. But let's just keep on going, and we are almost at the boss, which I will talk about in just a minute. We're getting there, and we just passed a checkpoint, so if we die, we can respawn right there. But anyway, here's the boss. This is Dr. Robotnik, and basically he is piloting one of his vehicles. He basically builds various contraptions, and you basically have to, you know, hit them and they stop working. But again, I would say that this isn't, you know, a super easy first boss as first bosses go. You know, it's pretty easy to lose your rings at least once or twice with that swinging ball, but if you know how to time your jumps, this boss really isn't bad at all. So I really like how this boss is, you know, it's not too hard, but then it's not too easy either. And as you can see, we just beat the boss and sent Dr. Eggman scurrying to recover, and we just broke open the first animal capsule and set free a lot of animals. But anyway, that's the end of this first part for Sonic the Hedgehog 1, so thanks for watching.